In today's video, I'm going to talk all about how we celebrate Christmas as a child-free couple. When Michael and I were first married and we started celebrating Christmases together, I had said to Michael that I wasn't particularly interested in having a Christmas village as part of our decoration display. Well, one day, his truck needed some repairs, and so he took the truck, he dropped it off at the repair shop, and there were a couple of stores nearby that he decided he was going to go hang out in while he waited for his truck to be finished. And when he came through the front door, he had about 4 or 5 giant bags that were just bulging with stuff. And I thought, oh my goodness, he bought me a lot of presents. And then he said to me, well, Hannah, just wanted to let you know that I bought a Christmas village. And then he proceeded to open all the bags and he showed me the Christmas village. He was very committed to this Christmas village. He loved it so much. His eyes were sparkling. He was like a little boy. And I was like, okay, how can we not have a Christmas village? He's so excited about it. And if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, welcome. My name is Hannah and my channel is Wife Without Kids, where we explore the journey into child-free living. One of the things that we really like to do at Christmas is decorate, and behind me is part of his village, and every year he's added on to it. It's been maybe 5 years, maybe 6 years that he's been adding onto his village. Our mantle is basically completely full now. I think we're gonna hold off on getting any more Lee Max Christmas village things. I filmed a Christmas video last year where I showcased his Christmas village, and you can find that up here, or it will also be linked down in the description box below. The second thing that we absolutely love doing is we love having our nieces over and we decorate gingerbread houses together. Before that, we would just decorate cookies because that was a little bit easier when they were younger, but now they're almost adults, so they really like coming over still and doing that, which I love because you're never quite sure if they still want to hang out and do stuff with us as they're getting older, but they still seem to enjoy it, so yay for us, and we really love having them over. It's a lot of fun. And then of course there are gifts. Gifts are a really big part of Christmas for most people, and we are no exception to that. Our first few Christmases together, we would write out wish lists of what we wanted, and then we also put sort of like a cap amount, how much approximately we were going to spend on gifts, and we also would have a cap amount that we were going to spend on stockings. And it was actually really fun because my husband is such a good gift giver. He always got stuff that was on my list, but then he would get me some other items that I hadn't put on my list, and they were really awesome gifts. So that was really fun to do for several years. Obviously, I got him stuff too. It was a lot of fun to go out and buy the gifts and wrap them and put them under the tree, and we would sit there looking at the wrapped gifts and try to guess what was inside them. About 2 or 3 years ago, we sat down and had a conversation about, okay, what are we going to do for gifts this year? And we both came to the conclusion that, you know what, we don't really need anything. I mean, there's always things that you want, but I kind of felt like we just really had so much already, and so we made the choice to actually not do gifts for each other anymore. And so what we do instead is we spend that money on other people, or we give some of the money to charity. And honestly, I think that's what Christmas is all about anyhow. I think it's okay to get each other gifts. It's really fun. It's a fun tradition, and it's something fun to do for each other because that is giving as well. When I was growing up, we were definitely in the lower income. We did have some struggles that were challenging, and we didn't have a lot. We had the very basics. There were some things you really wanted when you were a kid, and we often did not get those things. I have more than enough. I want to give back to someone who maybe is struggling in life and going through things that I've never had to go through. Now, that's not to say that we're never going to get each other gifts again, because I'm sure we probably will, but for the last couple of years, we've really been okay not doing any gifts. I don't feel like it takes away from the spirit of Christmas. We always take some of that extra money that we didn't spend on gifts and we throw it on our mortgage, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with paying off your mortgage early. I'm always excited to see that principal dropping. And then there is the actual celebrating of Christmas, December 24th and 25th. Now, my family is European, and so when we were growing up, we always opened all of our gifts on the 24th in the evening. And so that tradition has stayed very strong in my family. December 24th, my siblings, their spouses, their children, all get together. We typically go to my mom's, and there are usually about between 17 and 20 of us, so we all get together. We have a special meal together. We have the same meal every single year. We have a lot of fun together that day. We have lots of good food. We have lots of good dessert. We get some good visiting time in. We'll play games. And we don't have a cap on when the night is over. We just hang out until everyone starts getting tired, and then we all disperse back to our own homes. Now, I'm incredibly fortunate because all of my siblings live very close together. We all live within about 30 minutes of where my parents live, and so that has made Christmases really easy for us. Nobody has to travel for a long time. And then December 25th in the morning is when Michael and I just get to spend some time together. So if we are exchanging gifts, we will go ahead and do that. Crank the fireplace on, we'll be in our cozy bathrobes. Once we're finished with that, then we have breakfast together, and that is the one time of year that I will let myself eat croissants because I love croissants. I think they're so delicious. Like, I just love them so much. I literally eat them every single day, but you know, health and stuff. and we make these really special, yummy, delicious croissant sandwiches, and we save them. We only have them once a year at Christmas time. And then after we're done breakfast and cleanup, we'll spend some time with the furs. One year we went crazy and bought them all these toys, and they literally didn't play with a single one. So now we just get them some treats and tuck it in their stockings so we feel like we're being good, parents by pulling out a little treat and giving that to them. We always have Christmas dinner on the 25th at my in-laws. And so I am actually super lucky, and I'm not joking when I say that, because some people are like, oh no, you want to live close to your in-laws? For real, I'm very blessed that I live close. So it's always made the holidays very simple for us. And so we will head over there early afternoon where we have a massive meal. It is just huge. There's so much food. And then they're a huge game playing family, so we'll do lots of games. And we'll usually stay until quite late, and then we have leftovers later in the evening. So it's games and talking and visiting and eating and eating and eating until we're completely stuffed. And then we'll typically get some leftovers to take home as well, and so then we get to have Christmas dinner again the next day, which I'm completely fine with. So in Canada, the 26th of December is sort of treated like a holiday, even though technically it's not a holiday, but there's lots of businesses closed and most people don't end up having to work, so we kind of get that extra day. When we were younger, we used to go shopping actually, because it's a huge shopping day in Canada. There's tons of sales. So it's sort of equal to the Black Friday shopping after American Thanksgiving, except we have the sales after Christmas, which, I mean, it really doesn't make that much sense. But now that I'm getting older, I really don't want to go shopping on that day anymore, because it's pretty crazy. You can never find parking spots and people are grabbing stuff. I mean, most of the time Canadians are polite, but if you throw a sale our way, we get a little crazy too. So although my husband and I are child-free, we definitely still get to spend time around children. All of my siblings have kids ranging from 8 months to like 19 years old. And then my husband's siblings and step-siblings also have kids, and so we get to spend time with them. Our Christmas still definitely includes children, just not our own. Now, one of the things I have noticed about being child-free is that there are some stereotypes that come along with being child-free. I recently made a video about that. If you want to check out the link, it is down in the description box below, or the video will also appear on the screen, so go ahead and click that if you're interested in watching.